let's start from some easier company that's in the top of the list. The first one, i2Cool, very famous. The thermal paint company, which has some traction in China already. They also expanded to B2C market to do the painted umbrella now. I can also share some of my view. Yeah, I understand there are a few companies doing that, but in terms of traction, probably the one of the best. Another one like from PolyU here called Omiku, and also some company from Singapore, etc. They are not only reducing the temperature, they also preserve the building to extend their life shelf. Yeah. So maybe we because it's on the top list, let's do a quick vote. So who want to support i2Cool to be the top 30? Raise your hand. Okay, 11 full. Okay, great. Okay, the second one is El Cabo, which is to the LG bioreactor. So its mission is not only to achieve carbon neutrality, but even the carbon negative. So who want to speak about this company?
Yeah, I would like to drop some comment about this one. I'm actually surprised that if their formulas, if their calculation is actually correct, he's actually doing an excellent job there. So I would like to see them going down to the road with the support with AEF. So I would support this one.
From a sustainability impact, I think it's a great story. From an economics aspect, it's quite difficult to swallow at this stage. Like if you look at direct air capture, it's about $2,000 per carbon credit. But I think the $100,000 is going to be quite tricky to find customers that will buy that. But from a sustainability standpoint, I think it would be great to support that so they can improve the technology and make the economics better.
I love the technologies, but I wonder, the financial side, do they have any experience or any determinations to grow the company? Because only product is not work at all. It needs a professional the financial capacity to help them. I love the technology, but thoughtful is I think they need a strong businessman or financial professional to help them.
Yeah, that's great. It's a quite common problem for the ESG company that maybe probably as a venture capitalist we need to help them. So let's do a quick vote. Who want to support them to the top 30?
Sorry, I just have a question before voting. If they get into the finals, like become one of the 30 finalists, do they actually have some training support so that they can actually develop more on the commercial side and the financial side rather than just without much support, and then they blindly go into the final and kind of just improve on the presentation. That's it. So what kind of resources do they have?
Yeah, actually, let me do an advertisement here. Actually, El Cabo is one of the incubatee under the Unicorn program of AEF, which is Gobi also participate to help them to commercialize. So the pitch from today is much different from the first version. So we hope to help them commercialize even better in the future.
Yeah. Well, I need to declare because 6 months ago I recommended this team to Toby. So, but that was a totally different story. I can assure you that 6 months ago that story was very different from what you saw today. So I believe this team has good potential, even though I know the technology is not there that ready, and the economic model may not work out. But I believe that Hong Kong needs some wild idea. It's very rocket shooting, moon shooting idea. But give them a chance.
So will such like the Hong Kong Science Park, do they offer some good conditions, place for them to do the testing and R&D, such in Lok Ma Chau Loop, to give them a chance to expand the business or grow to the R&D tasks? It is one of your target, right?
Yeah, we would love to. Yeah, so as I just said, if their numbers are actually true, that will be a very amazing company. We will definitely support them. Please let us know, Toby.
Great. Yeah. For those who want to work closer with the company, let us know. AEF Gobi team and also the whole team are very willing to help them. Also from PolyU side. Okay, let's do a quick vote. Who want to support them to top 30? Raise your hand. Okay. Wow, we're supportive and romantic investor. Yeah. Okay, the next one is structural power, which is due the concrete reduction AI methodology. They can reduce 50% less, and also they avoid some over-design concrete usage. So who want to speak on this? Maybe invite Daisy, professional in prop tech.
I think their SaaS model is quite attractive. And for us, design is always the first stage for any construction project. So if they can penetrate into that market, I think there is a big market potential. As I said, SaaS is good because there is nothing like a capital-intensive process. So I think he has a potential in Hong Kong and also in the GBA. And they also got a very good potential in GBA because at this point in time, our local real estate developers are also exploring their market and expanding their market in the GBA. So I think they may have a good potential.
So can I ask a quick question? So how's your team doing now? I believe that you should have your own software to do similar things by yourself, right?
At this point in time, I don't think we do it because we don't have our own contractor. We do not build. And so we rely on our subcontractor to build for us. So it depends very much whether people in Hong Kong or our profession have any knowledge about these kind of tools. If not, they will not be to have these kind of tools putting into the tender process. So since they don't have the knowledge, they won't be able to ask the subcontractor to use this.
Because I'm kind of curious why they well, I think they Sui on using the service. But I'm just curious, why not Sino, Changsat,新鴻基, Heng Gay, none of those big guys using the service?
I'm able to jump in some comment on this one. Actually, this company, we brought them to Hong Kong through the EPIC, the Elevator Pitch competitions hosted by Hong Kong Science Park in April. So they are trying to get some traction in Hong Kong market. The Sui On project, they are actually only in the very early stage of localization for that technology in Hong Kong. So after the localization, after getting some traction, we will help them to promote into the Hong Kong market. But right now, it's just as Daisy mentioned, it's too early for us to promote them to the other contractors or the contracting consultants.
All right.
Just some information for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for the expert insights.
I have a question maybe for Daisy as well. I'm just wondering because obviously construction has been around for a long time, and this is also like a very high, monetary value kind of industry. And so I wonder why an optimization problem or question like this wouldn't have been solved by other people, by software before this, and what kind of AI algorithm actually helps this particular company to do it better than the other optimization kind of method or software that other companies are already doing?
Actually, we have some prelim testing with other tools available on the market. That is, we have our designer putting in the data onto a platform and calculate what are the required materials to be used for a particular project. There is already a similar kind of software available in the market, but not in Hong Kong. All of them are from the Northern Europe because people there are more concerned about environment, carbon emission. They already have this kind of platform to do the calculation. So our people are using that kind of design tools to do some sort of a rough calculation. It's not for building. It's only for a general overview on how much carbon emission that will be generated from a particular project. So this is what we do as a very general practice, a very preliminary practice, because this kind of thing is quite new to us.
One question is, I know this company is good, but it is still, in the investment cycle is rather early. And in this infancy stage, I can see that, the construction industry is indeed a monopoly, as all of you know that. So how can you convince the current ecosystems or preferred partner to use this product? Are you going to bring them into CIC to sell them or to promote them in front of this construction's major developer?
I think CIC is a very good channel because for CIC, they provide some sort of subsidy. If the tools is recommended by under their system, okay, they call it CITF. If the subcontractor use this kind of tools, they will get some sort of subsidy. This is one thing. The other thing is ESG, because real estate developers these days are quite concerned about ESG and how they calculate the carbon emission. This is the way that you can penetrate in the market because every one of them want to have a better score on ESG. So I think this is the right time to bring these kind of technologies to Hong Kong.
Okay. When you say bring this technology, you know, the Hong Kong, there is a lot of localization or local partner. Are they going to incorporate the local resources to form a good teams to develop their business here rather than to just run in and capture the market on their own self?
And the next one is Lucos, which is the flow batteries solutions that from CUHK. So who want to speak about this company? We can we will spend more time on the top 4. Then the later part under the 7 mark we will do a quick vote and also 1 or 2 opinion. Yeah.
In terms of the problem they're trying to solve, long duration storage, it's a very key problem. If we don't solve this, then we can't get to a pure renewable state. In terms of the product itself and the startup, I couldn't tell where they were and how mature they were. It still looked like very early stage and still looked at a lab environment. So I'm not sure. So I couldn't get enough from the pitch itself and enough confidence.
I can see that in this industry there are too much alternative. So they should show what their value are, especially when their model is can be partnerships with a the small owner. They build their the charges in front of a shop. So they may be using the license model to capture the transactions of the the individuals buyer.